To win 1 million yen, 8 players must hide in various corners of the school and evade a manhunt by 1,000 high school students for 20 minutes. Those who survive until the end take home the million-yen prize. If caught, the prize goes to the principal, but the entire school gets 3 days off. Player 1, Logan. He chose the storage room, where he found a large bundle of thick hemp rope. Rolling the rope into a loose cylinder and crawling inside, he blended into the chaos. It looked messy enough that no one would suspect a person was hidden inside. Uncomfortable, but surprisingly effective. Player 2, Aiden. He picked the cafeteria entrance. He built a shell twice the size of a regular vending machine, just big enough to fit himself. Since students rarely used this machine, freshly made food was more popular, he figured no one would check it. He believed the most ordinary places were the least likely to be searched. Player 3, Tyler. He headed to the sewing classroom. A whole row of old sewing machines sat untouched. Tyler swapped out one of the original tables for a hollow one he'd made himself. Even if students noticed something was off, they'd never find him unless they lifted the cover of the sewing machine hiding him. Player 4, Marcus. He hid in the pool area. He painted his body the same color as the pool floor, then sank to the corner and stayed completely still. With well-timed breaths, he could blend in perfectly. It was a bold move. After all, who would expect someone to hide at the bottom of a clear pool? Player 5, Ryan. He built a second wall behind the original one in the school warehouse, using the same paint and texture to match perfectly. The gap between the two walls was just enough for him to squeeze into. Who would pay attention to such an ordinary wall anyway? Player 6, Ethan. He chose the hallway. At the end, he installed 2 new lockers identical to the school's existing ones, then curled up in an L shape inside. From the outside, the lockers looked far too small. No one would guess an adult could fit inside. Player 7, Dylan. He transformed the librarian's desk into a hollow box to hide in and asked the librarian to cover for him, on the condition the librarian could hold back laughter. After all, no one could keep a straight face looking at him. Player 8, Jake. He found a hidden corner in the multimedia classroom and sealed himself inside the wall. Not a crack or trace was visible from the outside. He might as well have vanished into thin air. Once everyone was hidden, the 20-minute countdown began. 1,000 students flooded every corner of the campus. They knew the school like the back of their hands. 8 people? It sounded like an absolute cakewalk. First by the pool, Marcus lay motionless against the bottom corner. Groups of students ran past, but no one actually looked into the water. After all, who in their right mind would think to check there? The storage room was even more chaotic. Doors slammed open and shut, and clutter was moved and rummaged through nonstop. The bundle of rope hiding Logan was kicked, prodded, and shifted multiple times. But the realistic texture of the rope on top of him held up to the repeated searches. Over at Tyler's spot, a girl actually touched the sewing machine, but didn't lift the cover. What a close call. 2 minutes later, several food-obsessed students rushed to the cafeteria, but everyone instinctively ignored the old meal ticket machine. In the multimedia classroom, more and more students gathered. Some pulled back curtains to check corners, and others noticed a slight bulge in the wall, but only glanced casually. Jake remained safely hidden inside. Ethan wasn't so lucky, though. He'd hidden in the area where students spent the most time every day, so someone immediately spotted something off, and Ethan became the first player eliminated. 4 minutes later, the library was packed with students. Many checked bookshelves, desks, and computers. A glasses-wearing student ran straight to the librarian and searched up and down, but found nothing. Makes you wonder if his glasses were just a prop. But 2 girls behind him noticed the librarian's awkward expression. That's how Dylan was found hiding in the modified hollow desk, becoming the second eliminated player. At the cafeteria entrance, the vending machine finally drew attention. Students noticed the coin slot was blocked and that the machine seemed bigger than usual, so they started checking it by hand. Aiden was pulled out from inside, becoming the 3rd elimination. Back at the pool, Marcus had avoided multiple rounds of searches, but either out of boredom or overconfidence, he started popping his head up to breathe more frequently. After countless lifts, even the students who'd been acting blind finally spotted him. 4th elimination. Now only Logan, Ryan, Tyler, and Jake remained. In the warehouse, Ryan's second wall attracted a little attention, but students only tapped it briefly before walking away. No further checks done. In the sewing classroom, Tyler's hidden table finally aroused suspicion. Students noticed the tabletop was thicker than usual. As more people gathered to check, one student casually lifted the sewing machine cover, and Tyler was immediately exposed, becoming the 5th eliminated. With fewer survivors left, the multimedia classroom filled with students. 2 girls pulled back the curtains, found the hidden corner, and accidentally noticed the wall was peeling. A tap revealed it was hollow. Jake was so nervous inside he was shaking, but he couldn't escape being found. 8 minutes left, and the students searched even harder. The storage room was almost emptied out. The bundle of rope with Logan inside was moved and restacked repeatedly, but no one ever fully took it apart. Ryan's fake wall was also felt and tapped constantly, but the entrance remained undiscovered. Over the next 5 minutes, the search covered the entire campus. Logan and Ryan stayed completely still in their tight spaces, waiting for time to pass. 3 minutes left, the storage room was searched intensively again. Someone almost took apart the rope bundle, but was called away to check another area halfway through. Logan escaped again. Final minute, the warehouse became the focus of the search. Students banged repeatedly on the wall where Ryan was hiding. The slight hollow echo made the wall more and more suspicious, but the entrance still wasn't found. The final whistle blew. Time was up. Ryan's fake wall disguise and Logan's rope disguise had survived until the end. The two won the 1 million yen prize prepared by the program team.